agenda.
I gave a prologue. I have an epilogue. In 1968, which would be 5 years after we moved in here, I went to Cape Cod with my sister. We were having a wonderful time. We stayed at what was known as the Lighthouse Inn. Next to us in the dining room was a very large family. Grandparents, all their children, their grandchildren. They were a wonderful family. They were having a great time. Then there was this table next to them with my sister and myself. It was the first year I had, it was about 2 weeks after I had taken off the habit. That's why we went to the Cape. My sister thought, well, it'd be a good way to break in. Anyway, they used to bring us into their conversation. They were very friendly. One afternoon, after I had had dinner, I decided I was going to go for a swim. My sister decided to take a nap. So I got into my bathing suit, and I come out, and I start to go down to the beach. And all of a sudden, out of the main entrance comes the grandfather of this group. Very jovial man, very pleasant. He's coming towards me. And he looks at me and he says, "Hey, honey, can I ask you a question?" And I said, "Well, yes. You won't be mad at me." And, "Well, that depends what you ask me." And he smiled and he said, "Well, my wife and I've got a bet on. She said, you're nuns." I said, "No." "Which is right?" I said, "You're half right." I said, "I am a nun. My sister is not." Well, he laughed. He thought that was the best thing. Then he says to me, "Well, where are you from, honey?" So I said, "Well," I said, I'm from a little area up in northern New York State." I said, "You probably never even heard of it." And, oh, he said, "Well, where would that be?" And I said, "Well, it's called Latham." He let out a roar. I swear they heard all over Cape Cod. Laugh, he could hardly talk. "Never heard of it." "Listen to me, honey. I was there when you girls moved into that house up there on the hill." He said, "I'm Bill Sanford, and I'm the supervisor of Colony." And he said, "I pushed for you people to get in there." And he said, "The very first fall, we had an early snowstorm, and I sent all the plows up to plow you all out." And he says, "What did you do? You went to the poll and voted us all out of office." And it's true, because the headlines in the Albany Times Union paper were, "Colony goes Democrat for the first time." Before they were right out of office. But you know, it didn't bother him, and he thought that was the funniest thing. The funniest thing. So anyway, the next time you go over to the Sanford Library over here, remember Bill Sanford. Say a prayer for him, because he was one of our best sponsors.
Before I start for the third time, is anybody else? All right. Well, I just have down here, we want to thank all our presenters, and we want to thank you, sisters and friends, for your gracious presence at this gathering. It is our hope that this time of sharing has been a prayerful expression of gratitude to the good Lord who has blessed us and our wonderful home these many years. You are now invited to enjoy refreshments, and our activities department has some freshly baked cupcakes. Also, the massage open house will be open after 4 o'clock even, in case some of you would also like to take that in after you leave here. Thank you very much.